from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
The same piece of equipment that stops a bullet that's being aimed at one of our military personnel is the same piece of equipment that stops a bullet being aimed at law enforcement.
Tough words from Cass County Sheriff Paul Laney as the Obama administration continues seizing military surplus equipment from law enforcement agencies nationwide. Thanks for joining us tonight.
The executive order was issued by President Barack Obama following the Ferguson, Missouri protests. It spells out which equipment will no longer be handed out to local departments and lists new rules for the police.
The Valley News Team's Bradford Eric sits down with Sheriff Laney, a member of the National Sheriff's Association, to find out how he says cities nationwide are being handcuffed from keeping you safe.
And when you're being shot at as say a young Marine, like where I came from, or you're being shot at as a young law enforcement officer like the uniform I wear now, you just want something to stop that bullet.
Sheriff Paul Laney says it's frustrating and frightening as the government carries out the orders of President Obama.
Let's say we have an armed situation out on a farmstead during a snowstorm or during a flood or during heavy rains or that type of thing. I don't have the ability to get any kind of a piece of equipment to be able to go deal with that unless I ask the taxpayers to give me $250,000 or more to go do that.
He's referring to the 1033 program created in 1997 to transfer excess military equipment to police. The taxpayers paid for the equipment, and the program stripped the firepower from armored vehicles, making them empty bullet-stopping protectors. But the new executive order specifically prohibits vehicles with tracks.
I mean, I've seen tracks on wheelchairs that allow people to go up steps. It's not to look mean, it's to traverse terrain.
Sheriff Laney adds that a vehicle with tracks is critical to responding in our area, but they can't get one unless taxpayers pony up again.
We don't have a tracked vehicle here in Cass County. Our Bearcat is a wheeled vehicle, but it was bought under federal funds, so it's going to come under all those federal restrictions.
This is what the Red River Valley SWAT currently owns: an 18,000-pound armor-plated, upgraded Ford truck with gun-firing ports, a hatch on top, and no offensive weaponry. The executive order, placing restrictions on its use, even says, quote, "These vehicles can provide critical officer and civilian safety protection and transport into and out of high-risk situations."
And so if a civilian or officer or anyone needed to be rescued in a hot situation, we would use this vehicle to do that, and this vehicle would be used to transport out of that hot situation and get that person to hospital as quickly as possible.
Lieutenant Bill Offelt gave me a tour of the Bearcat, and you can see it's just an empty vehicle. They've only had this for a couple of years. Before this, SWAT had little protection.
We used body bunkers, is what they were called, and those were a smaller piece of equipment that afforded us some ballistic protection, you know, for handgun rounds. The assault type weapons that we have now, those pieces of equipment wouldn't stop those rounds.
Sergeant Jesse Johnner says they were afforded little protection from even hunting rifles prior to the Bearcat. And with a response area covering the entire southeast portion of the state, it was frightening. But fear is what Sheriff Laney says lies at the heart of the president's executive order.
You can't blame the cops for society's dysfunction. I think what society needs to do is looking at itself. If there are communities where there's dysfunction within that community, then look within that community. Look to its leadership, look to its culture, look to whatever's happening, and fix it within that community.
Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
Laney says other things that fall under the executive order are certain types of ammunition or camouflage uniforms that now cannot be used in specific circumstances. You can read the executive order for yourself. We have posted a link with this story on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com.